What I'm going to talk about specifically is a product that has the potential to be the hottest thing ever in nutrition. I'm sure that most people have been hearing a lot about peptides. A lot of people have probably been hearing about GLP-1, weight loss injections, and things like that. They've become the most popular pharmaceutical in the world. Again, this is growing at just an absolutely incredible pace. And we've been able to enter that market with a superior product that literally is about 10 to 15% of the cost of what you're looking at on the pharmaceutical products without all of the side effects and things like that. So we actually work with three different pathways. First one, GLP-1. This is what really got popular with the injections like Ozempic and things like that. They're focused on GLP-1. There really is nothing that's been found or nothing that's been created that's going to help control appetite better than GLP-1. It regulates hunger at a neural level by activating brain receptors. It slows the gastric emptying for natural society, so you just feel full longer, reduces food cravings and portion sizes, and promotes sustainable weight loss without really changing anything. People are literally just eating less because they're not as hungry. And it really doesn't get much simpler than that. And this is what kind of started the whole craze. But when it's only GLP-1, they started to notice a lot of different problems and potential side effects. One of the biggest ones, when you're looking at weight loss, it's not the same thing as fat loss. So even though a lot of people was losing weight with just the GLP-1, many cases, because they wasn't making any changes or anything like that, and it didn't have anything else to help protect the lean mass, they were losing as much or more lean mass than fat. So then came a lot more studying and looking at a lot more, and they saw that they could put some things that affect GLP-1 and then also GLP. This is what we're calling the core shield. This helps repair and strengthen intestinal barrier function, so it's helping with gut health. This reduces systematic inflammation throughout the body. So again, reducing inflammation is one of the most important things that we can do for our health. I saw a study maybe a couple years ago, and what they were really looking at is they know that every single disease has an inflammatory response. So what they're looking at is what causes disease. Does disease cause inflammation, or does inflammation cause disease? And they've really decided they think it's more of the second. They think that it's the inflammation, if it's not taken care of and not handled, leads to disease. So having a product that you take every single day, every single drop as it enters your bloodstream straight through your mouth, you're literally starting to deal with that inflammation. Enhances nutrient absorption and gut microbiome. Again, this is massive. So much of the food that we eat, so much of the supplements that we take, because of the condition the body is in, it's not assimilating, it's not absorbing as much of the nutrients as possible. So again, this is something that's going to improve every single supplement that you take and even help you get more nutrition from the food that you eat. One of the reasons that it is also making it to where people aren't as hungry and don't have the cravings, because they're literally absorbing and assimilating more of the nutrition that they're eating. And then this promotes digestive wellness and immune function. So the GLP-2 is just a massive improvement over just the GLP-1 on its own. And then we come into the GIP. Sorry, I jumped 2 slides. This is your metabolic optimizer. This optimizes your insulin sensitivity and glucose regulation. Literally, this is maybe the biggest breakthrough in all of health, because I would say, if I was going to say, what is the number one problem in health around the world right now, I would say that it's insulin resistance. That's causing more problems than anything else. So this, again, every single one of these drops is helping control the blood sugar and make the body sensitive to insulin. Very, very important. And then in addition to that, it's helping with the glucose regulation. That's going to help control your energy so that you're not having crashes. So again, it prevents the blood sugar spikes and energy crashes, enhances fat burning and metabolic efficiency, supports sustained energy and mental clarity. So it also works as a nootropic. So you're getting more energy, you're reducing inflammation, you're helping the immune system, you're helping the gut, you're helping control the appetite. And this is all put together to create what we would call the premier fat loss product ever created. And it's a big difference. You're going to be hearing from us, you're not going to be hearing a lot about weight loss. You're going to be hearing a lot more about fat loss. And so all of this is put together in one amazing product that we call TriGLP. Again, this truly is a breakthrough in metabolic wellness. One daily drop to help your body shed fat, restore balance, and sustain clean, natural energy all day long. This really is just kind of that cheat code for fat loss, mental clarity, energy, immune system, controlling your blood sugar. Again, all of these in one amazing product. And again, just to go over the key benefits one more time, if my thing will go on one slide at a time instead of jumping two or three. The first thing, again, it's 3 in 1. So this controls the appetite without having to, really focus on different restrictive diets and stuff like that. Gut healing, very, very important for digestive wellness, to help your metabolic balance for sustained energy, and then just really comprehensive transformation, mind and body. There's clinical studies, so this isn't just me saying this. The actual clinical studies show weight loss from 15 to 25% of body weight, specifically fat, blood sugar, improved glucose, better control of your HbA1c, energy again, sustained, vitality without crashes, inflammation reduced, and then your digestion, enhanced gut health and nutrient absorption. And here's what makes this so different. There's over 3 years of studies and development in this. There's no needles, no jabs, pokes, or stings. This literally is as easy as any product that there is to take. Just a few drops in the morning, a few drops in the afternoon, and you're good to go. This is, again, 2 different patents, patent on the actual raw ingredients, and then a patent on the extract process. And here's a big thing. No prescriptions or anything needed. So this is something that any person can purchase and use the product. You don't have to go talk to a doctor, get prescriptions, hope that your insurance covers it or anything like that. As I mentioned, we do have the clinical studies to back up everything that we've already been talking about. And besides just the clinical studies, this is as clean a product as you can possibly get. Completely organic, no antibiotics, again, non-GMO, GMP certified, which is run by the FDA, halal certified, free from pesticides, zero additives, kosher certified. This, again, if you're looking for just a clean, pure product, again, remember we talked about purity, one of the things that we really focus on as a brand and as a company. This is literally as pure as it gets. And because of that, we're actually working on the term and the trademark Origin Pure. Our ingredients are so pure and meticulously sourced. We select each element to exact specifications from the pristine waters where our fish thrive through our gentle processing methods to find nutrient-rich powder. This isn't just organic. This is Origin Pure, a new standard of purity that goes beyond conventional categories. Again, this product is next level. And I in seeing this, the thing that's the most exciting for me is the timing. It literally could not be better timing for this product to come out into the marketplace. Currently in the United States, 8 to 10% of Americans are currently using a GLP-1 product. So that's approximately 30 to 40 million people already using a pharmaceutical. This is an injection. 30 to 35% additional Americans. So again, now we're looking at about 100 million are interested in taking GLP-1s, but they just haven't done it because in most cases, the cost, if you go to 2 different ways that people are going with it. One is the pharmaceutical route, going and talking to a doctor, getting a prescription, hoping that the insurance doesn't cover it. If the insurance doesn't cover it, it's well over $1,000 per month. In some cases, up to $3,000 per month, depending on the dosage. And then there's this gray area, which I think is a little dangerous and can cause massive issues in the future. There's all kinds of weight loss clinics all over the United States and all over the world that are selling peptides And because they can't legally sell these without a prescription, what they're doing, the gray area, is they're saying not for human consumption, for research purposes only. But they're literally selling these inside of weight loss clinics, knowing that people are going to be injecting these peptides into their bodies. Now, these peptides are not coming from the purest sources and all of the things that we're talking about. In many cases, you don't even know exactly what you're getting, where it's coming from. This is completely next level and completely different. So when we have already, just in the United States, that we know approximately 100 million people, in addition to around the 40 million that are already on a GLP-1 product, are interested in taking one. We can bring them the purest product in existence with the same clinical studies, literally at about 10 to 15% the cost of what they're currently paying now. Now, most of the medical weight loss clinics that are selling the peptides not for human consumption, they're not charging as much as the doctors on the pharmaceutical side, but they're still charging between $400 and $600 per month. Plus, you have to pay for extra visits and things like that in order to stay on. This is something between $55 and $130 that, again, is not only a superior product, a superior delivery system, but it really is exciting because we know worldwide there's literally billions of people that are looking for the solutions that these products bring. Now, here's the big thing, again, to think about. We talked about perfect timing and all of that, but I think a big difference is you're talking about injections. And I did hear from somebody, and they were saying, yeah, but the injections have better assimilation, better absorption, so the injections are going to work better. And really, that just is not true. I don't know where they're getting that. If you go and research and look up how much of an injection is assimilated, and these are injected typically into the fat, and it's about 30 to 70%. Again, that's good absorption. If you look at the typical sublingual product with just normal technology, you're getting about 10 to 60% on sublingual drops. And in many cases, you're getting less than that in drinks and things that are going into the gut. So injections are a great way to assimilate products between 35 to 70%. Both the extract process that we're using and how we do this, we're getting over 90%, close to 99% of the ingredients assimilating into the body. So that potency is unmatched in anything like this. So again, you go from painful weekly injections, most cases only one peptide, side effects. And in fact, the side effects are so many. These are, when you're looking at, here's another massive difference that you have to understand. When you're looking at what they're bringing to the table, these peptides are 100% synthetic. Ours is 100% natural. So that's as big a difference as anything, but then not having to take the injections. And because of the synthetics and because of side effects, there's already billions of dollars in lawsuits against some of these biggest pharmaceutical brands. Now, again, ours, on the other hand, oral liquid delivery with a patented process to help get over 90% assimilation and absorption into the body. Triple peptide formula, that's why we call it Tri-GLP. Fat loss with muscle retention, that is massive. 100% natural ingredients, that's also massive. Sustained release, no needles or syringes needed. Also, don't need to go talk to a doctor or go to a clinic and pay fees to get this product. We have two options. We have a 3-pack option. This is what's recommended for people that are looking to lose weight, whether it's 10 pounds or 100 pounds. The best chance of using this for fat loss is going to be 10 to 12 drops per day. Each one of these bottles has around 120 drops. So one bottle, you could use about 4 drops per day. That's going to be more the maintenance. And again, there's so many benefits other than just fat loss, why people should be using this product every single day. Even if you're not looking to lose any weight, there's massive benefits of this. So you just decide what's best for you. If you're looking for weight loss at all, I highly recommend, no question, the 3 bottles. If you're looking more just for maintenance and some of the other huge benefits, then 1 bottle. might be okay for you.